Hey, what's up guys? This is KoolKanto coming at you with another Gen 4 Pokemon Wi-Fi match. First off, I want to wish everybody out there on YouTube Merry Christmas. And in honor of Christmas, I put up this battle. It was a pretty good battle I had with Wizard off of Cerebi Chat. And I decided to put it up because he was using a Hail team, which I thought was really cool. Not something that you see too often. And it really threw me for a loop. And I didn't really know what to do. I was panicking quite a bit. And I'm still using my Sandstorm team, trying to work out the kinks. You can see this time I started off with Scarm, hopefully getting up a bunch of layers of spikes. So I got one layer of spikes up, and he hits me with a Blizzard because Blizzard's accuracy is 100% when in the hail. So if hail is up, Blizzard is the perfect move to be using because you're going to be dealing a lot of damage and you don't have to worry about accuracy. Still trying to catch up. I was able to evade a Leech Seed attack and Roost to get some health back. And here, after lefties and hail and everything, he's going to hit me with another Blizzard, which I'm going to be able to survive, and I'm going to get up another layer of spikes. So now I'm going to have 2 layers of spikes, and that's pretty awesome. I know it's not all 3 that I could be getting up, but I'm feeling pretty good with the 2. Because right now, after the hail Gats is going to have, or after hail and leftovers, I think I'm still going to have around 26. So I have 26 HP, and I'm not going to be faster than anything. So I'm just going to fodder off Scarm because there's nothing that I want to take a Blizzard to the face, because that's going to be dealing quite a bit of damage to no matter what I send out. So here I kind of make a mistake and I send in Swampy, and what I should have done is I should have sent in someone with Sandstream to get rid of the hail. But instead I send in Swampy and I just roar out the Abomasnow. And out comes this Mamoswine who takes some damage off his spikes. And I get buffed by the hail because I'm not an ice type. And Mamoswine is fine. But after lefties, I'm still sitting good at perfect life. And he hits me with another Blizzard. So I think here is where I'm thinking, you are an idiot, why do you not have Sandstorm up? Because Blizzard and Hail is a very good combination. But I was thinking that Swampy would be able to take a couple Blizzards, which I was right, but he ends up getting a crit on me. So I think it would still just be a 2-hit KO instead of a 3. Or maybe a 4, I'm not sure. So here, Swampy, I bring him back after getting the Stealth Rocks up, and I send in Hip Hop Anonymous. And if you know what movie that's from, leave a comment. Pretty easy one, I think. So now Hail's not going on, and I was able to evade his first Blizzard. But the second one, not able to do, and I'm going to take a hit to the face. And that's going to do quite a number to Hip Hop Anonymous because it's a super effective stab, big attacking attack. But I'm able to hit him with an Earthquake, and I knew that the Earthquake wasn't going to be able to kill him, but it was going to take him down to a manageable amount. So he's sitting at about 30% life, and I have about half. And here, I went for the Slack Off, thinking that I would be able to survive another Blizzard. Or if he was to miss the Blizzard, I would still have full life, and it wouldn't have been a turn wasted. But he switches into Venusaur, who takes quite a bit from Spikes and Stealth Rocks. And here I'm predicting a Sleep Powder, and I go into something that I know will be able to take hits. And I send in Raphael, but his Sleep Powder misses. And that sucks for him but we are both using either Heart Gold or Soul Silver, so the accuracy on the sleep powder is pretty low. So he's predicting either probably a U-turn or bug bite, and knowing that that's not going to be able to do anything to Tentacruel, that's who he sends in, who takes a decent amount from Spikes and South Rocks again. So I U-turn, pretty awesome, because he's about at half, and I send in Swampy. Trying to think back what happened. I had this battle yesterday, but my memory is getting awful. So he's got Black Sludge, I got Lefties going on, and I believe he withdraws his Tentacruel, which I'm not totally sure why. He probably could have done okay with the Tentacruel in there. But he sends out his Abomasnow to get the snow warning going, so he can start blizzarding the crap out of me. But I'm able to hit him with an Earthquake, and I'm just praying that it's going to be able to take out this Abomasnow, because then I don't have to worry about hail anymore. But it isn't, so that sucks. He's able to hold on with, or I'm guessing it's probably like 15 HP, something like that. So he's able to hold on, and I'm trying to think what I did. Oh, I withdraw Swampy because I know Swampy's slower, and I didn't want him to take that Blizzard again. So I go into Scizor, and he's going to be able to take the Blizzard fine. And I'm going to be able to U-turn on this Abomasnow and take it out. Because the Choice Band U-turn is going to be super effective, and he doesn't have that much life. But he goes for a Protect, which is good play on his part, because that means that Scizor is going to be taking some hail damage. He's going to be able to get some lefties. So good play on his part, but he's still not in a range to where he would be able to survive a U-turn. So he pulls back his Abomasnow after getting his lefties, which is another good move. And his Mammal takes damage from Stealth Rocks and Spikes. But I missed the U-turn, which is huge. Because since I missed the U-turn, this Mamoswine is able to hit me with an Earthquake. And at the time I thought it was just going to cripple my Scizor and make him not very strong, or not have a lot of life left. But it's actually able to take him out, and that's huge, because that Scizor could have been very helpful later in this match. So here I send out Hip Hop Anonymous to void the hail and get the Sandstorm up again. He hits me with an Earthquake, which isn't going to do too much. And I'm going to start to try a setup, because I know that he's not going to be able to do too much to me with his Mamoswine. So I've got one curse, so my attack is +1, my defense is +1, speed -1. But Hip Hop Anonymous isn't really going to be able to outspeed too much. So here he sends in Venusaur and takes quite a bit of damage, and I make a mistake. I get kind of greedy, and I go for another curse, where I probably should have just tried to attack, knowing that he's not going to have a flying type or something with Levitate, probably. Because now I'm not able to take out this Venusaur, because he's going to put me asleep. And Hip Hop Anonymous being asleep is going to hurt me bad. So here's my first turn asleep. He's going to take take some sandstorm damage. And here I'm thinking, okay, what do I want to do? Do I want to attack, or do I want to slack off? And I think I went for the attack, knowing that I need to get rid of that Venusaur. And now this Tentacruel is also something that I know I need to get rid of. And, oh, I didn't go for the attack. I went for the slack off. And that was huge, because now I didn't take out that Tentacruel. And I believe next turn, because of him being able to survive the sandstorm. He's had so many Pokemon just holding on by the skin of their teeth. And then he's able to rapid spin away my Stealth Rocks and my Spikes, which have been doing probably the most damage out of any of my Pokemon because of all of the switching that he's been doing. So Spikes, Stealth Rocks, gone. And I am able to get rid of his Tentacruel, and he does have quite a few pokes with little to no health left. But he still has 5. So he sends in Venusaur, who safely can get in because of no Stealth Rocks and no Spikes, which he would have been dead otherwise. And he Sleep Powders me, and I'm asleep. But here, I'm thinking, okay, maybe eventually Sandstorm will be able to wear him down. And he says, not gonna happen, and sends out his Bomb of Snow to get the snow warning up again. So, this Hail team, he's playing it perfectly. And I'm, like I said, haven't played against it before, so I'm making quite a few mistakes. But, you know what, that's part of the game. And I was still having a blast playing it. So he has his Bomb Snow out, and I send in my One-Eyed Monster because he has the Fire Punch, which is going to be super effective against the Abomasnow, being it grass and ice, so it'll be 4 times effective. But for some reason, I was real scared of the fire move, just because I've had so many Heatrans come in and get Flash Fire boosts and just tear through me. So after he saw that I had the Fire Punch, I wanted to see if he had any Fire-type Pokemon to come in and take that. So I go for the Shadow Sneak, which is going to allow him to hit me with a Blizzard, and that's going to do not too much, but it's about 100 hit points or 90 hit points, something like that. 90 hit points is 90 hit points, so that sucked. Because this Dusknoir actually is a specially defensive one, which you don't see too often. And with this Dusknoir, I figure that he's going to be specially defensive. I'm going to have Will-O-Wisp to Willow anything that is anything that's physically attacker. Anything that's a physical attacker. Ugh. So he protects again to get his lefties, and so I can take some more hail damage. And this turn, I'm finally going to be able to Fire Punch this Abomasnow or whatever he brings in. So he hits me with another Blizzard, and I'm going to be able to take him out with a Fire Punch. But since I didn't use that Fire Punch first time, that means I lost. I had full life when he came in, so I lost around 190 hit points. 186 hit points to be exact, which sucks because I really could have used Dusknoir later. Or I really could have used anybody with a lot of HP later. So he sends in his Red Bully, his Scizor, which I'm not afraid of. I wasn't sure what type of attacker it was going to be, but I wasn't afraid, because I knew I would be able to Will-O-Wisp, which would hopefully hit on the first turn, which it does, which is going to bring his attack way low, and now I'm just going to be able to Fire Punch him, which will be super effective. But before I Fire Punch, I need Dusknoir's HP to be up a little higher. So I believe my first move is I go for a pain split after he bullet punches me. So he bullet punches me, and I pain split to get some HP back, which gives me a decent amount. And he's going to take some burn damage, and then we're each going to get lefties after the hail. I really like using weather teams. I think that's really cool. It adds like a different aspect to the game, but I hate how it just makes between turns like so much longer, and especially since like everybody has leftovers and everybody or like black sludge if they're poison types or whatever, so there's always so much stuff going on in between turns, and I wish you could kind of just cut that stuff out or make it go quicker, but not today, I guess. So his scissor roosts, and I hit him with a fire punch, which is going to take him down to real low, to where hail and I believe the burn is going to be able to take him out. I believe. I hope. Sorry, it's kind of silent right now, but I'm not trying to remember what's going on, and it was going a little quicker than the battle was going. And again, it's just because of the between turn stuff. So he goes for another bullet punch to get the damage off, and I went for a shadow sneak I was thinking maybe he wouldn't use the bullet punch, and I was going to be able to take him out without taking any damage. And that wasn't the case. He made the good move and went for the bullet punch. So hail's still falling. Not a big deal, because if I had Sandstorm up, Dusknoir's still taking damage from that. So he has 3 left, and he sends in this thing. It's Walrein, but I was like, crap, this is the last thing that I wanted to see. A water ice type, because Dusknoir, all he can do is pain split and use fire type attacks, and shadow sneak isn't going to do anything to it. So he's getting health back from the hail and from lefties, and One-Eyed Monster is completely walled by it, especially since it has the sub up. I'm not going to be able to... I can't pain split with it, I can't do anything. So I probably should have just foddered him out, but I was just in a panic, like, what am I going to do to this stupid walrus? And I send in Hip Hop Anonymous, hoping to just get rid of some turns of sleep, to hopefully be able to Thunder Fang him, or hopefully wake up and be able to slack off a little bit. I just need to get the sub out of here. So he roars me out, which is fine. I was able to get rid of one more turn of sleep there. And he sends in Denver, the Last Dinosaur. And if any of you have ever seen that show, props to you. And I'm thinking, okay, I know I can take at least 2 surfs, but I should have just left him in. I'm still in that panic mode where I'm like, crap, what am I going to do? So he surfs again, and I send in Swampy, and I'm able to survive 1, but it's going to come down to who is faster to see if I can take down his sub or not. So I'm not faster. He surfs. Swampy's dead. So I'm switching out a lot and basically just killing myself slowly. But we're learning, right? So Swampy's dead, and I believe I go back into T-Tar. yes, I go into T-Tar, and I know I can stone edge it, get rid of the sub, and hopefully hit it for one more stone edge. And hopefully that would do a decent amount of damage. But I missed the stone edge. Lol. But that's what happens when you use moves like stone edge and dynamic punch and things like that. With the low accuracy, you're going to miss every once in a while. Which is part of the game. That's supposed to happen. So, I'm like, okay, not that big of a deal. I can just take out a sub now, and then just go from there. But I miss again. So that's 2 stone edge misses in a row for an epic fail for Denver here. So I'm like, okay, I just have to take out the sub, and then we'll just see what happens from there, because there's nothing else I can do. I just have to try and stone edge again. And that's what I do. I go for the stone edge. I finally hit, and that takes out the sub for super effective damage. And he just hits me with a surf, and he's going to be able to take me out. So this Warrior, I'm just so mad. Like, when he first sent it out, I was like, I've never even seen one of these stupid things used in battle. So I had no idea that the sub was coming, and just sent me into a tizzy. And now I'm thinking I'm going to get my last 3 swept by, because Swampy's dead, T-Tar's dead, Hip Hop Anonymous is asleep, and if I could wake up and get a Thunder Fang, I'd be okay. But I'm still asleep, and I believe that's my 2nd turn of sleep. So I'm like, okay, I'm still okay, because I know I can survive one more surf, at least one more surf. And if I can hit him with the Thunder Fang, that would get his sub out, and we can just go between him subbing and surfing, and me just T-Fanging. So I survive, but I'm asleep again, which sucks. Hip Hop Anonymous, I feel like, was asleep for the majority of the match as my sleep fodder, but was not able to wake up in crucial points of the match. But I was able to get that first turn wake up earlier, so I don't know if that makes up for it. Whatever. But he's able to surf, and Hip Hop Anonymous goes down. And now I believe all I have is one left, which is Dusknor with Will-O-Wisp, which can't hit through the sub, I don't think. If it can, leave a comment and let me know. And Fire Punch, which is going to do nothing because of its water typing. And Pain Split, which I can't get through the sub. And Shadow Sneak, which is going to do nothing to the sub, because I don't have too many attacking EVs invested in the One-Eyed Monster. So we both take Sandstorm, and I'm able to live with 1 HP. Awesome. So now I have one last chance to take out this sub. So I go for the Shadow Sneak, hoping that a Fire Punch Shadow Sneak combo will be enough to take it out. And it's not. And he's just able to surf me, and that's going to take me out. So that was my Christmas battle. It was a great comeback by Wizard. I felt like I had it in the bag, and then just got a little messed up, I guess. But good match. I hope you all liked it. Wishing everybody a Merry Christmas. And don't forget to like, comment, and sub. Peace, dudes.